So hey guys, today we're going to be looking at Strangers of Final Fantasy Origins. So here we have like the first stage. So I have the difficulty amped up for this a bit. I haven't like played in a while, so I'm a little bit out of practice, a little bit rusty, so I'm going to need a little bit to warm up, but for the most part we should be looking okay. I'm still a little bit overleveled for this, but whatever. So, as you can see, I'm a little far into the game, as you can tell here. Let's unsummon, okay. So then, run is this button, alright. So, a lot of things I want to say about this game, and first things first is that this is indeed a good game. So, yeah. So the difficulty on this game and how it plays is not like the same as Dark Souls, for example. So first off, you might be able to tell that we don't have a stamina system. Then we have a break gauge here. So I think I'm trolling. Oh, I'm really trolling. Wait, what do I have set on my first move? Is it costing 2 mana? Oh, that's why. I am trolling. Dying in the tutorial. Oh, yeah, that is costing 2 mana. So anyways, purple gauge there is mana. So, yeah. You should have mana for your attacks, I guess. So you need mana to perform, like, these like heavy combos. Why is my skill set so bad for this? Damn. But whatever, I guess. So game is fairly difficult, but it doesn't feel unfair. And one of the things I like about the game is that there's a lot of different bosses, and they all have unique kind of movesets, and they are not like the same, I would say. So that's a good thing. Just wondering if that is where I'm not really this bad. Anyway. Good. Alright. So these cubes are checkpoints, so we go ahead and grab those. So you restore potions here. All good. And purple attacks like this are specifically magic. And specifically magic that you can copy. So you can see that in the bottom right corner, it says fire. So for these guys, I can do this. And they self-destruct after they absorb enough fire and grow large enough in size. So that's kind of cool. And for this, I guess I should So we just kill these guys normally as well, but we don't have to do it like this. Okay. Oh, that's a bad plan. And we're dead. Unlucky. I guess it's because I'm recording, but whatever. That's fine. Hopefully that doesn't happen in like a boss fight. Well, we just got a checkpoint, so it's fine. So let's just run through. So clearly I just wanted to show this mechanic. So if we run ahead, as you can see there, that is our that's where our mana dropped, so we can get our mana back. And let's walk over here. a second. So everything is on fire here. Let's run through the door. Interact button is this one. Okay. It's pressing the Dark Soul button. I was rolling there. Okay. That's a checkpoint. But we'll just run through, I guess. So it's the next way is this way. So I guess we should cover some basic game mechanics first, I guess. So I have my light attacks like this. I have my roll. Then I have my block here. If you time this roll, this could parry. Apparently. I don't do that often, but you also have the Soul Shield, which uses breakage. And this always blocks like pretty much every attack except for red ones, which are unblockable. So if we go here, for example, like let's aggro these guys. Fire. I can block that pretty consistently. But like I will run out gauge eventually if I keep doing this. And you can hold this for as long as you want. Well, that is until you run out, right? And then when you run out, it kind of just drops like that. And if I get hit in this state, right, while I have no gauge, I will instantly be so I have to manage this very well. So let's show it off. When it breaks, you are put into stun, right? So that's pretty bad already, but you can imagine how that goes in a boss fight. So you have to manage that gauge a little bit. So you don't have stamina, but you do have that gauge to worry about. And now, face forward? Alright, this way. So, we'll just dash through this. And the way forward is here. So just break this for mana. I think this gives me mana, doesn't it? Yeah. Nice. And then drop down from here. That'll be fine. Just kill all these wolves, I guess. Might as well while I do that. Oh, and they mauled me. Alright. Clearly I made a bad call. And alright, let's keep going, I guess. The tutorial stage shouldn't be that hard. Smile. Keep in mind, this is indeed the tutorial stage. This is where your first real combat begins. There isn't that much of a tutorial. So, oh, wrong button. Oh, and you were worried about I guess I should be a while ago, but there's a break mechanic. If we get rid of break gauge of our so we can insta-kill them. And you don't have to kill them one by one. If we break like 7 guys at once, for example, and they're just close enough to each other, it will break all of them. So there's like a unique break animation, like 1 or 2, where in general, like just every single For example, like I really like the Tonberry ones, honestly. Pretty interesting, I guess. Whatever. Let's just go ahead and keep going then. There isn't too much left to the stage here, but whatever. So every single stage, I believe, has like a Tonberry hidden somewhere, as well as a Cactuar. So let's keep going. So after, I believe, this bridge there is, and tower, there is a checkpoint. Let's just run through. Okay. None of these fights are required, so I will just run through. They're not that hard, but we don't have to do them. So we won't. Okay. So after here, then we have this. Run through here. I think, right? I don't think there's a checkpoint yet. It's after this, I believe. Oh, these guys follow me. Okay, then. I should wait for these guys now. Ah, there was the bed. Oh, fell into the abyss. Okay, good. So I guess we should use a heal here. We have several potions, which is nice. So right now I'm playing with that part, so I really like it. Normally you have a few other party members. Oh my, that's not good. We'll need to get rid of that guy. We can walk him, and I just have to use it. I'm trying not walking into this guy. Let's undo walking that. Oh wow, that's not a good item. I'll take that. Okay. Let's just do that. Okay, that broke it. Fire did more damage than that. Up a little down. It automatically. So if we kill these guys, I believe it will this time. And noticeable about this game, I guess I should have mentioned this as I was playing, but the game's kind of hard, so I actually had to focus a bit. But one of the things that's noticeable about this game is it's kind of hard to do some animation canceling and stuff. It's just not really an option, so if I do this, I have to drop this before I can dash. I can't cancel this. So as you can see with the animation there, right, there's like a lot of downtime there before I can move after I start this, so you have to time it well or you'll be punished. So the game feels pretty rewarding with like a lot of the mechanics. Like if I do this, I'm left clicking once here and then I'm mashing the roll button. This is the delay. This is how delayed it is, and this is block, and this is soul shield, right? Which is essentially in my head a parry mechanic. Auto parry, whatever. So as you can see, every single like hit, you can't animation cancel out of it like at all, right? So yeah. I'm mashing right here. So if you do any attack, it commits you to the attack pretty hard. So you gotta be a little bit careful and mindful of this. And the game is more punishing than Dark Souls because of this. So you could arguably say this game is unironically harder than Dark Souls, to an extent, and your Dark Souls muscle memory might like kind of backfire on you. So finally we got a checkpoint. The next area is not nearly as long, so we're gonna just run through. Actually, it's not that bad. So after this section is the boss. So I believe it is this door here. This has the key we need to advance forward, so I will just go grab this real fast. There is an ambush as well for when we open this chest, but I don't care. Okay, we're just running through. You can actually get rid of those guys before they ambush you, which is cool. And I haven't heard the Cactuar yet, so I think it's in the next section. Okay, and as you can see, the Tonberry is here, and there's usually a Tonberry in every single map, right? Oh, and as you can see, I got punished. Tonberries just one-shot you pretty often, so yep, Chef's Knife. That sure was the Chef's Knife. So we'll go give that another shot. Yeah, but this time we'll be a little bit more careful. Oh, what did we just do? The push? We just teleported? Oh, I hear the Cactuar. Where is it? It's over there. Hush. Okay. Where'd it go? What? Oh.
宝箱か。やるか。俺は必勝だ。
I have to drop out of that because it uses my max mana, I'm pretty sure.
珍しいな。
Or my mana, I'm not sure which one. But whatever. We got the Cactuar over there. And the Tonray. So I'm not 100% sure what the Cactuar does, but I'm pretty sure it's better loot and it gives like a decent amount of EXP. So if you listen closely, you can generally hear the Cactuar making bouncing noises and stuff. So if you hear that, that means the Cactuar is somewhere nearby. It's not necessarily accessible, but it's nearby where you're standing somewhere. So it could be in a section that's like parallel to yours. Like, for example, it could be past this door. It could be above me on the next floor, but there's a Cactuar somewhere. So here we're about to face the first boss, and the first boss is not easy. Unironically, the first boss is kind of hard, but that's one thing I like about this game. It doesn't pull punches with the difficulty. So we're just going to go right into this. Okay. As you can see, I am already in break cage. Oh, and I took a hit. Oh well, that's another hit. That's not good. And I have no more gauge. So that was actually a attack. If I take another hit here, I will like die straight up. And as you can see, I chose a bad time to attack there. I could not move that entire time when I committed to that move, right? So you have to be fairly careful. The dual blades is kind of hard for this reason, so we'll see. I'll be fair here. Okay. In all honesty, part of the reason I'm struggling a little bit is I'm not used to this weapon. Oh, whoops. But it doesn't stagger, so... That was actually a safe time to attack. I should say that. If you successfully use the auto parry, oh, whoops. Shouldn't have tanked that either. That's cool. Okay, got it. We only have one potion for the next phase, though. We have to break it twice. Okay. I should swap to my primary. Let's make a fight. Oh, I missed. What the? This bad. Allow that has 2 hits. Careful that one, I guess. I lived. Ooh, that was cutting it close. Okay. Oh, I didn't block the second hit. That's a hit. I wasn't mentally prepared for it. Alright, so I'll swap to my primary. I'm used to using the gun usually. So, the gun is a bit awkward, but we'll manage. Oh my, are you serious? And you usually have party members to kind of help you out. Right now I'm going solo because I feel like it. This is just the way you play the game if you want. So, okay. Right now, we're pretty overwhelmed. Oh, whoops. The grab is pretty bad. As you can see, I have literally 1 health. Do not get grabbed. Simple answer. Just hit him a little bit. Okay, we should be good. So this is the first boss, by the way, if you can't tell. And right now I am playing on technically like a harder difficulty, so whatever. So, oh god, I got hit. But by the way, I am actually over leveled, and it still one shots me. So gotta play it safe, gotta play it careful, gotta play it properly. Otherwise you die. Simple. I missed. That was bad. So the red unblockable purple is so you can kind of like use their skills and soul shielded or whatever. That's bad. That's also bad, and that's bad too. Don't get hit by that. Yikes. Okay, so. But clearly, we clearly have seen enough of this boss, so let's definitely kill it now. Definitely visit trying to kill it. Yep. That's it. It's broken. Let's take that for good measure. Let's just break it. Going melee with gun is dumb anyways. Not having party members is hard. Oh, it's going to do the thrust attack. It's so going to do the thrust attack. Oh wait, is it? Staggering? Oh. It could have always been that easy, huh? Well, okay. I don't know what happened to the AI up there, but lucky me, I guess. I outranged it enough that I could kind of abuse it a little there. But that's the first boss, by the way. You don't actually have to collect stuff, like level auto finish and then collect everything for you. I mean, if you feel like a cool guy, yeah. But yeah. The gameplay elements are kind of still there, right? So you just get through a stage, a lot of enemies, and I'm going to try not to spoil it for you guys if you're interested. But as you can see, there's a lot of different levels, and as you can see, the number 2 there next to this 1 here, that's 2 more stages here. So that's like 3 levels there on that spot. So there's a lot of content here in general, right? And you go all over the world map essentially, and there are quite a few difficulties. In fact, I have not unlocked all of them. So right then I was playing on Chaos, and there's Bahamut difficulty, Gilgamesh difficulty, and Euphanian difficulty. So if you're interested in just kind of like playing this, then yeah, I would highly recommend this game. And the playstyle that you have, like you have a lot of playstyles you have access to. So like just to name some, you have like an axe build, so that there's like a whole axe kind of moveset, axe moveset, lance moveset, staff moveset, gun moveset, sword shield moveset, like one-hand sword, like essentially I guess you might say like straight sword. And then there is two-handed big sword, and like the list goes on a little bit further. I think I forgot something at some point, but yeah, dual blades gun. I think that's every weapon, maybe. And yeah, all of those have different like somewhat playstyles and movesets, and the game also has multiplayer, so yeah, we didn't really get to show it off there. And part of the reason I'm not like showing off some of the party members I use is because they're spoilers, so there you go. But in general, when you're doing multi, someone could like in your party like of maybe your friend group, I guess. They could be playing as like a healer, you could be playing as a tank, DPS. We can have traditional roles. There are a lot of different bosses to kind of like conquer and play through. Like, if I'm thinking about this right now, I think there's like a good amount of bosses actually. Like, every single one of these stages has almost like a different boss. Some of them, like, there are a few missions where it's like kind of like a challenge mission where you have to fight 3 bosses that you already know, but there's not like that much of like rehashing of content. So, uh, how many bosses are there? There's well over 30, I think. Probably over 30. Yeah. And they actually have multiple movesets, I believe. Well, I haven't gone to it yet, but believe in Lufanian difficulty, the moveset changes. So right now we are on Chaos. So on Chaos, you already get a bit of another moveset. I think. Wait, no, you don't. It's on Bahamut, where they get another moveset, and then Gilgamesh, I'm not sure what happens here. So essentially, all of those bosses, like in the base like story already, that there of which there are like a lot. Um, there's going to be like 3 movesets for them essentially, I think. So that's pretty fun. And every single like difficulty, I think the moveset will get faster, more difficult, and you'll still get one shot. So nothing changes in that regard, but they might be more difficult to break or something like that. And yeah, I'm really out of practice with like dual blades, so that's a bit rough. And also with the gun, I'm not that great on the gun right now, but yeah. The game overall, highly recommended, and the only thing I dislike about this game, because there's realistically only like one thing. It's specifically the map design. So, some of the map design is kind of bland, and it makes getting lost pretty easy. So uh, there was no mini map. I just have that level memorized. That was actually one of the better maps to an extent. It's pretty memorable, and you don't really get lost. A few of those might be intentionally designed a certain way to make it easy to get lost, but certain ones I just don't really like. So Tortuga, for example, whenever you get to that, I believe. So it's like Tortuga Terra, I believe was the name of this map. I don't like that map. That one, I get lost on that one like pretty hard all the time. Well, not as much now because I've played on that map like a lot, but yeah, not a fan of that map. And certain tire maps are a little bit confusing, but I generally have developed like better like mapping skills because of this game to an extent because of this. And I mean, not getting handheld by a map is kind of it's fine. But sometimes you gotta make your own map. And yeah, there's a lot of play variety. The game has multiplayer, and it's pretty functional, you know. And you can multi most of this game if you want. You can also single player play this on single. Multiplayer is going to probably be a bit easier. I don't know like if there's like some multi-scaling or something, but you have instanced loot, which is interesting, and with multiplayer, you can play with I guess up to probably 2 other people, because you normally have 2 other party members, so that's what I'm assuming. And yeah, you have the ability to pick up your friends, and also the ability to um, use Phoenix Dance, which you get 3 of. So that makes the game a little bit more fun and enjoyable in multi as well. If the game is a bit too hard for you to tackle on like high difficulties, because I'll be real, like the first time I played this game, like I did like before the boss on the first stage, that stage in multi, but like when we saw the first boss, like me and my brother, because I was playing with my brother, um, this is a gamer kind of game. We got completely rolled by that first boss, the Chaos Advocate, right? So what we did essentially was like we kind of opted back into our own like lobbies or our own like games, right? So we beat both beat the boss single player just so we could get like a handle on the game's mechanic and try not to abuse like multiplayer too much, and it was pretty fun like the whole time throughout for me. And for some reason I chose dual blades, and that was the first weapon I used essentially, and I beat the boss with it. And let me tell you, I hit like the cap at the time. Like your kind of level cap increases like after a certain point in the game. You can start increasing your like job level caps, and I hit like level 15 or 16 off of just fighting the first boss. And I think the cap was like 20 or 30. So I think maybe it was 20. So yeah, pretty much capped at that point, which is a bit ridiculous. But yeah, in general, like to learn a new weapon, fighting the first boss is just a decent way to like help you practice as well. So in general, I really like this game, and yeah, highly recommended. So yeah, so still haven't finished the game honestly because there is like that much content. And it's not like filler content. It's pretty decent content, right? So yeah, that's all I got for you guys today, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.